Welcome to Speak Slow English.
Let's start learning together.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Speak Slow English, the daily podcast for improving your English in a fun and natural way. I'm your host, Jake.
And I'm Emily. Hey, Jake. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great, Emily. I'm feeling pretty energized. I just came from my favorite little coffee shop down the street.
Oh, that's perfect, because that is exactly what we're talking about today.
Is it? What a coincidence. So, for all our listeners out there, today's topic is
Ordering food and drinks at a café or a restaurant. It's something we all do, but it can be a little scary when you're learning a new language.
totally. You're worried about saying the wrong thing, or maybe the waiter speaks too fast. We've all been there.
Exactly. So today, we're going to make it easy and fun. We'll talk about the simple phrases and questions you can use. No stress.
Sounds like a great plan. So let's start with my situation this morning. A simple coffee shop. What's the first thing you do when you walk in, Emily?
Well, first, I look at the menu, which is usually a big board behind the counter. I need a minute to decide what I want.
The menu board. And when you get to the front of the line, the barista, the person who makes the coffee, will probably greet you.
Right, they usually say something like, "Hi, what can I get for you?" or "Hello, what can I help you with today?"
Yeah, exactly. So how do you answer? What's your go-to phrase?
I usually say, "Hi, can I get a," and then say what I want. For example, "Can I get a large latte, please?" I always add please at the end. It's just polite.
That's a good one. Can I get a is super common and friendly. You could also say, I'd like a, or I'll have a. For example, I'd like a cappuccino.
Oh yeah, "I'd like a" is also very good. So let's say I order a latte. The next question they might ask is about the size.
Right. Small, medium, or large. This morning, I got a medium black coffee. Simple.
A person who knows what they want. Sometimes they also ask about milk. They might say, "Any milk with that?" or "What kind of milk would you like?"
Yeah, especially now with so many options. You have regular milk, but also oat milk, soy milk, almond milk.
I know, right? My favorite is oat milk. So if they ask, I'd say, "Oat milk, please."
Okay, so let's put it all together. You walk up, the barista says, "Hi, what can I get for you?" You say,
"Hi, can I get a large latte with oat milk, please?"
"Perfect." And then they might ask one more very important question.
Oh, I know this one. For here or to go?
Exactly. It means, are you going to drink it in the cafe, or are you taking it with you?
If I'm staying, I say, "For here, please." If I'm leaving, "To go, please." It's that simple.
Yep. And what if you want something to eat, like a pastry or a sandwich?
You can just add it to your order. "Can I get a large latte and a croissant, please?"
A croissant. Now you're making me hungry again. They might ask if you want it warmed up.
Oh, that's a good point. They'll ask, "Would you like that warmed up?" And you can just say, "Yes, please," or "No, thanks."
Okay, so you've ordered your drink and your food. They'll tell you the total price. Then you pay with your card or cash. And after you pay, they usually ask your name.
Right, so they can call you when your order is ready. They'll say, "Can I get a name for the order?"
And you just say your first name, Jake. And then you wait for them to call, "Latte for Jake."
And you go get your coffee. It seems like a lot of steps when we talk about it, but in real life, it happens so fast.
It does, but I think breaking it down helps make it less scary. The key is just a few simple phrases. Can I get a? I'd like a. And please and thank you.
Definitely. Politeness goes a long way. And even if you make a mistake, it's okay. People are usually very friendly and will help you.
That's so true. They understand you're learning.
You know, speaking of friendly people, it's so nice to know that so many of you are relaxing and learning with us. We get such kind comments.
It really is the best part of our day. And if you're enjoying our little chats and finding them helpful, it would be amazing if you could take a second to hit that like button and subscribe to Speak Slow English.
Yes, please do. And if you leave a comment, we promise we will read it. It also really helps other English learners find our podcast, so you're helping our community grow.
We appreciate you all. Okay, so we've got our coffee. Shall we move on to something a little more complex, like a restaurant for dinner?
Ooh, yes. Let's go to a restaurant. I'm imagining a cozy little Italian place.
Perfect. So you walk in. This time, there's a host or hostess at the entrance. What's the first thing you say?
You need to tell them how many people are in your group. So I would say, "Hi, a table for two, please."
A table for two, please. Simple and perfect. The host might ask, do you have a reservation?
Right. A reservation is when you call before you go to save a table. If you have one, you say, "Yes, it's under the name Emily." If you don't, you just say, "No, we don't."
And if the restaurant is busy, you might have to wait. They might say it'll be about a 20-minute wait.
But let's imagine we're lucky and they have a table for us. The host says, "Right this way," and leads you to your table.
Okay, so we're sitting down. The server, or waiter or waitress, comes to the table. What do they usually say first?
They'll usually introduce themselves, like, "Hi, my name is Sarah, and I'll be your server tonight." And then they'll often ask about drinks. "Can I get you something to drink to start?"
Right. This is a good time to ask for water. You can say, could we just have some water for now, please?
Yeah, or if you want to order another drink, you can. "I'll have a lemonade, please."
The server will bring your drinks, and then they'll ask if you are ready to order your food. They'll say something like, are you ready to order? Or have you decided?
And I am almost never ready. I always need more time.
Me too. If you need more time, it's perfectly okay to say, we need another minute, please, or not quite yet.
They will understand and come back later. But okay, let's say we are ready. How do we order? It feels more formal than a cafe.
It can be. You can use similar phrases. I'll have the, or I would like the, is very common. You can start with an appetizer, which is a small dish before the main meal.
Okay, so I could say, "To start, I'll have the tomato soup."
Perfect. And then you order your main course. And for my main course, I'd like the spaghetti carbonara.
Yum. See, this is why we shouldn't talk about food. Now I want pasta. What if you have a question about the menu?
That's a great point. You can ask anything. For example, what is in the seafood salad? Or is the chicken spicy?
And it's also important if you have allergies or dietary needs. You can say, "Does this contain nuts?" Or, "Is it possible to have the salad without cheese?"
Yes, definitely ask those questions. Most restaurants are very happy to help. Another common request is to ask for something on the side. For example, can I have the dressing on the side? This means the salad dressing comes in a separate little cup, not on the salad.
Right, so the server takes your order, they bring the food, and then during the meal, they will probably come back and check on you.
Mm-hmm. They'll ask, how is everything? Or, is everything okay?
If everything is good, you can just say, "It's great, thank you," or "Delicious, thanks."
And if there is a problem, this is the time to say it. Politely, of course. Excuse me, my soup is a little cold.
Right. Okay, so we finished our delicious meal. We're full and happy. What's next?
The server will come to take your empty plates. They might ask, would you like to see the dessert menu?
And even if I'm full, I always want to see the dessert menu. And
Of course. But if you're ready to leave, you can say, no thank you, just the check, please.
the check or the bill both mean the same thing. So, could we have the bill, please, also works perfectly.
Yep. They bring the bill, you pay, and then you're ready to go. On your way out, it's nice to say thank you to your server or the host.
That was a really good overview. I think the most important thing is not to be afraid to ask questions. If you don't understand something on the menu, just ask.
You know, all this talk about Italian food is making me think about all the different kinds of cuisines there are out there. It's one of my favorite things about traveling.
I totally agree, and listening to how other people order can also help you learn.
That was a lot of great phrases, but we all know the best way to learn is to actually use them.
Totally. So, for our wonderful listeners, we have a little bit of homework for you, if you can even call it that. It's a fun task, really.
It is. Okay, here it is. In the comments section, we want you to write what you would order. Just 1 or 2 simple sentences.
Yeah, it can be from a cafe or a restaurant. It could be as simple as, I would like a black coffee, please.
Or maybe, can I have a cheese pizza and a cola? Whatever you like.
Exactly. There's no pressure and no judgment. It's just a great way for you to practice. And we promise we will read every single one of your comments.
We're excited to see what you'd all order. All right, I think that's all the food we can talk about for one day. I am officially hungry now, Emily.
Me too. Well, a huge thank you to everyone for joining us today on Speak Slow English. We hope this was helpful for you.
Don't forget to practice. The next time you're at a coffee shop, maybe try one of the phrases you learned today. Even just practicing by yourself in front of a mirror can build your confidence.
It really does. Repetition is key. We'll be back tomorrow with another brand new episode for you. Until then, take care and keep learning.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.